Hi everyone, it's your host Brooke Slick, and I'm popping on to let you know about an exciting project I've been working on and to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of our move to an interview format of the podcast. So I'm going to share a little fun statistics about the progress we've made and who we're reaching with our content. So let's start there. Since its inception in 2018, we've had just over 87,000 downloads. Over 56,000 of those downloads have been in the last year alone. How did we make that happen? We changed our format from uploading previously recorded motivational speeches from Trevor to a one-on-one interview format, and the number of downloads doubled. As of 1 year ago, the highest number of downloads for a previous episode was 580, and that was for like a year-old episode. Now we have episodes with downloads as high as 2,100, and the subscribership has doubled as well. Let's just say our leap of faith in changing the format has paid off big time for our listeners and for the MS community. Here's a more detailed look at those stats. Our diverse audience comes from these countries, 10 countries, with the top number of downloads: the US, Canada, UK, Australia, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Sweden, Germany, Ireland, and South Africa. Why does that make me happy? Because it lets me know that we're doing our best to make a difference in the lives of people from one side of the planet to the other, and it's working. As you all know, MS has no boundaries when it comes to geography, and neither does the reach of our content. Hooray for the internet. Here are the top 5 most popular platforms used to listen to the podcast. Apple Podcasts, no surprise there, iTunes, Podbean, Chrome, and WatchOS. And I was like, what is WatchOS? WatchOS is what people who have Apple Watches utilize to listen to the podcast. Anyway, over the last month, we've had over 1,500 new downloads. And that's without posting any new episodes. More on why we haven't uploaded any new episodes coming up in a minute. Here's a list of the most downloaded episodes in the last 30 days. Living in the Now and Not Yet, with guest host Jody Feltham. Why crystal balling is futile. COVID-19, the unexpected equalizer. Coronavirus COVID-19, weighing your risks with MS. Starting where you're at, why tackling things all at once is a formula for failure. What is HSCT? Everything you wanted to know about the treatment that halts, not slows, MS progression. Inside buddy groups, connection, accountability, and support. MS, Beyond the Diets, Part 1, an individualized approach to healing with targeted nutrition. That, by the way, is the most downloaded episode of all times with over 2,100 downloads to date. Next up, giving the able-bodied a break. They don't speak our language. Your perspective is your responsibility. Are you going to change it now or never? And my episode with Ardra Shepard of Tripping on Air, calling BS on how society views mobility aids. So it's all a nice mix of interview format episodes, prior motivational speeches from Trevor, and even a Motivational Monday segment from Jody Feltham of the MS Gym. We don't mind shaking it up a little to keep things interesting. So about the last 30 days with no new episode. No, we have not been resting on our laurels. We've been working on the MS Gym Thrive Summit, which is going to be held virtually online from July 6th to the 9th of 2020, and it's free to all who register. The Thrive Summit is the brainchild of Coach Trevor Wicken and his right-hand man, Ken Allen. Imagine how honored I was when they asked me to host the event. You see, when the global COVID crisis forced the MS Gym to cancel their in-person summit that was going to be held in April in Colorado, they both knew something had to be done for their members who were looking forward to learning and connecting with other MSers in the community. So they put their heads together and they came up with a lineup of medical professionals who are leaders within the MS community to bring you the most up-to-date information on today's most pertinent topics surrounding MS. Topics such as how to navigate anxiety and a look at guided imagery with Dr. Miriam Franco, MS and the Epstein-Barr virus connection with Dr. Bianca Weinstock-Gutman, the future of telemedicine with Dr. Mitzi Joy Williams, and 5 to Thrive, taking control of your MS with nutrition with registered dietitian Anna Crum, will all be featured during the summit. In addition, bonus content from Coach Trevor and a motivation masterclass from Misty Wicken are the icing on the cake of this fun yet informational collaboration. So where do you sign up? We've got a link in the episode notes that'll take you right to where you need to go to make sure you don't miss out. So that's what we've been doing. And I'm really excited about the summit. So are Ken, so is Trevor, so are Misty. And I think so are the members of the MS Gym. Anyway, I wanted to thank you all for tuning in this past year as I've continued to craft my podcast host skills. I can't thank Tim McCready, who has been doing our editing of the podcast episodes, and Tracy Polkerbeck, who has been helping me with scheduling of our guests. I can't thank them enough. They've been superstars. We will be taking a hiatus this summer, but we'll be coming back in the fall, in September, with new and exciting episodes. But don't be surprised if I pop in here and there when I've got something rolling around in my brain that I think needs to be shared or that someone might need to hear on that particular day. So until then, we hope to see you at the MS Gym Thrive Summit, and you have a great rest of your summer. Thank you so much.